Unit 8, Lesson 2. Friends always help each other. 3b. Read the passage. Two mountain climbers, Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal, had just conquered Mount Everest, the world's highest peak. It was 29th of May, 1953. They stood there at the very top of the world, 29,028 feet above the sea level. They planted the flag they had brought with them. They were proud of their conquest. They began to descend. Suddenly, Hillary's feet slipped and he fell into a crevasse, which is a deep open crack in the ice. "Tenzing!" he shouted. At once, the alert Nepalese went into action. He drove his axe into the ice and held the rope tight. Hillary, by then, had fallen 15 feet into the crevasse. He was now dangling by the rope, which Norgay held. Inch by inch, Norgay pulled his fallen companion up to safety. The two continued their descent. As soon as they reached their camp, Hillary told the other members of their climbing party about his accident and how Norgay saved his life. Tenzing Norgay just smiled. Modestly but sincerely, he said, "Climbers are friends, and friends always help each other. They help not to get thanks." 3g. Put the following events in the correct order. The first is done for you. Answers. The two climbers, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, reached the top of Mount Everest. They planted the flag they had brought. They climbed down Mount Everest. Hillary slipped and fell down into a crevasse. Edmund drove his axe into the ice and held a rope tight. Edmund pulled up the rope to save Hillary. Edmund and Hillary continued descending the mountain. They got back to their camp safely. Lesson 4. Once upon a time. 1d. Complete the story with the linking words given below. Use the words or phrases in the box. Use the capital letter where necessary. The first is done for you. Once upon a time, there were 3 bulls. They grazed in a field together in peace and safety. They were always together and helped one another. In that same field, there was a tiger which had been watching them. He was waiting for a chance to kill them for food. He could not attack them because the bulls were always together and helped each other to drive him off. But the tiger could not keep away from that field. He hoped there could be a chance of killing the bulls. One day, the bulls had a quarrel, and after the quarrel, they started to live separately, as far away from one another as they could get. Therefore, it was easy for the tiger to kill them one at a time, and soon made an end of all 3 bulls. 2c. Complete the story with the verbs given below. Once there was a duck on a farm. It laid 10 eggs. Soon they all hatched. When the ducklings grew up, 9 ducklings looked like their mum, but the 10th was big, grey and ugly. All the other ducklings made fun of the ugly one. As he was unhappy on the farm, the poor duckling went down to a river nearby to swim away. At that time, several beautiful swans jumped happily. At first, he was afraid to swim, but he was looking into the river. When he saw his reflection in the water, he found that a strange, beautiful animal was looking back at him. As he realized that he was not an ugly duckling, but a beautiful swan, he swam happily with the other swans.